formation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will put it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the handoff. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Running into the open space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I'd argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
And that pass was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to help the defense. I think they jumped. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. On the move, it's Davidson. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Right on the money. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Spins away from the defense.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Touchdown, Clemson! Fitted in the window for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it. because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's James. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. It's James. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Clemson set up with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And you got to get Hatch around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. DB's right up on the receivers. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. But finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. Makes the grab. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
Caught. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Quickly out to the tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's going to take off. 1st down and more. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got it behind the line. It's Davidson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Davidson. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring them to within 4. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Rowe. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here lighten it up here at the 1st round and 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this 1st half.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. At midfield, he's got room. Ridden out of 45, a big play for this offense.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
That's caught. It's Davidson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge
touchdown, Tigers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Lyle. Can't get him to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets him to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Grab near the sticks. It's Odom. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Rides the back and leaves it. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against the...
It's a seam wide open! And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Runs through the tackle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls in the deep ball. Finds some room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Caves. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Guys, one of the oldest and most spirited rivalries in the FBS is being renewed today. Oregon and Oregon State are squaring off. Here is the latest. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Michael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. Give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Miami. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The offense in hurry-up mode. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
It'll be third and long. The snap sets up to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Takes the handoff. It's Lyle. Got the first down and more. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Grove. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now backed up in their own end. It's third and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics. And also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll bring it out. It's James. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage.
Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Still looking, on the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Tigers want to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off-play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Miami! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Makes the grab on the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Looking to buy time. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading. And he drops back, and you could tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post. Pushes the ball down the field for the big play. Got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on 3rd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. And it's caught at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Clemson.
He'll set up to throw. Scrambling away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job at the back end covering after that scramble play.
To the ground with the back.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on.
Breaks into the open. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make...
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Got room on the return. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Hurricane! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Clemson, 38.
He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the option. Now the pitch. And he will go nowhere on the final play of the game. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the number 1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt, but after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot.